Hey YouTube, alright, anybody that watches my videos knows that if you learn something from it, that's all that matters. Quality usually sucks, but that's okay. I'm going to be using a screwdriver as my pointer, and I've got this sheet of paper leaning up against a chair. But as I said, as long as you learn, that's all that matters. I'm trying to learn the fretboard. This is the first fret, and we go all the way down to the 12th over here, and 12th right over there. All right, everybody knows after the first fret, the open notes, everything's pretty much the same as when you get over to the 12th fret over there, and then it just repeats. So I was trying to find a way to learn all of this easily, and there really isn't. I've watched a lot of videos, and some people say learn all the notes on the first string, the next day learn all the notes on the second string, and then the third. And there is no secret. There is just no secret. Other people say try to do scales, and you'll slowly learn where the notes are, and maybe that's true. But I've talked to people that have played guitar for 30 years, 40 years. They find the notes as they play. They're able to play music. They're in bands, but if you ask them what's the note in the first fret, sixth string, they don't know that it's an F unless they think about it, and sometimes they just don't know. So what did I do to learn? Well, I haven't learned all of it yet, but I'm going to show you there are no secrets. There's just, you have to memorize. It takes a lot of time. I've been working on this for months. And anybody that says there's a secret way to do it, like, look, if you look over here on the B, you can see a B over here, 2 strings up and 2 strings over, there's another B. Yeah, well, that's really good. But what are you going to do? Say, I want to find a B, so you're going to find this and then go 2 up and 2 over. You need to memorize this. You need to learn it. And it's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time. Other websites, other teachers say learn where all the B's are. B over here, B over there. There's a B somewhere over here. Yeah, there's a B over there. Yep. If that works for you, fine. What I've been doing, and like I said, this is going to take a lot of time, and a lot of people just don't know where the notes are. A lot of people don't care. I want to learn it. And what you find is these notes are scattered all over the place, and it's a pain in the ass to memorize. What I've been doing is I learned of course, the open notes, E, A, D, G, B, E. And the easiest way is don't worry about the sharps and the flats. Those are the blank spaces over there. Sooner or later, you're going to learn them if you need them, or mainly I just want to learn the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. After that, I'll be able to figure out the rest with enough playing. So what I did is I learned one of the simplest scales of all, F, or open, F, G, open, B, C, open, E, F, open, A, open, C, D, open, F, G. So that gave me E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I did that over and over and over and over and over. And something you don't think about, which has been, sorry, which really, it's kind of stupid, but the brain, we've learned the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Nobody taught you to say it backwards. Now, it's really easy. Everybody knows that A, B, C, D, D, C, B, A. That's really simple. You start doing that where you get to this G and the A. If you do an A, like with me, sometimes I'll do an A, and I'll go, what comes before A? Is it G? Is it F? Is it E? And I get all mixed up. So I'm having a hell of a time memorizing the backwards part of it, which maybe you want to do that when you're laying in bed at night. Start practicing A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Because you're going to run into that as you start doing your scales backwards. When you start doing the G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. I mean, it's, after a while, your brain just gets all confused because you're trying to learn so much at once. So my suggestion for how to learn this stuff is, like I said, my first was E, the open E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Really easy to do. Your fingers start to learn how to move. I don't really know lead guitar, but I'm trying to teach myself some of this. And you can't really learn until your fingers are able to move, and the fingers don't know how to move till you do this over and over and over again. And it took probably took a month, 2 months, and all of a sudden now my fingers are going where I want them to go. So that's my first scale: E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then what I did is I spent a while and I try to memorize this row: A, D, G, C, E, A. And I still don't know it totally, but what I did then is I started doing the pattern F, G, A, B, C. And then I had a choice of doing D, E, F, or I had a choice of doing D, E, F, G, A, B, or I could go G, A, B. And so what I'm trying to explain to you is you want to learn, you don't have to, but I want to learn the whole fretboard. And what I'm trying to do as I progress is I did 1 through 5. That was the most important thing for me. Learn 1 through 5. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, or I could do B, C, D, E, F, G. And I decided I just want to learn 1 through 5 now because that's where I'm comfortable. After that, you look at your 6th fret. There's only one note that you need to learn. And if you look at your, where is it? If you look at your 11th fret, there are no notes that you need to learn because they're all going to be sharps or flats. So I went from 1 to 5, learn that, and then I went to 6, which is just one note, and then you look at 11, and 11 has no notes, and then you go over here to, what the heck is this, 9? 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. You go to the 9th fret, you only have 2 notes there. So that makes it easy, and right now I'm working on trying to go from the 7th to the 10th. And again, that's the pattern: B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And when you start doing this stuff, like over here, let me go back over to here. You'll see that you can do, this would be your first finger, your forefinger, 1, the second finger, 2, the 4th finger. You do 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, and then whatever you want to do here. If you want to do your 2nd and your 4th, whichever way you want to do this, and then back to 1, 2, 4. So try to find patterns like you would do with scales, but stick with a little group of this for a while. Whoa, the chair just kind of slipped back. Over here, this would be 1, well, what would I do over here? I guess it would be 1, 3, or maybe you want to do 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1. Just whichever way you want to do to start figuring out the pattern and to learn the notes. I'm not too worried about doing scales right now, even though I'm playing scales. I just want to learn the notes. And if I start doing F, G, A, B, C, D, there's so many other options. G, A, B, C, D, E. So what I'm trying to say is, as you do this, bounce around. Just don't say I can do 1 through 5 and I'm stuck there. Move to this fret and start picking your notes all over the place. Just because you can do F, G, A, well, maybe you want to do F, G, A to test yourself. It might not fit in with the finger pattern, but it's going to force you to learn different notes, to learn the different locations of the notes, because you're going to mix it up. You're going to force your brain not to stick to a pattern. Now, what's the other thing that I wanted to say? The other thing, you look at this and it seems incredibly overwhelming. Well, it really is until you realize it isn't. Because you've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Did I do that right? Yeah. You get 7 notes per string that you need to memorize between here and your 12th fret, or your 11th fret, whatever the heck. So you get 7 notes, 7 notes on 6 strings. You're only learning 42 things. I know, only learning 42 things. I've been doing this for months. 42 is a lot. It is incredibly a lot to just start remembering these locations. That's why I'm bouncing around as I'm doing this, and it seems to be working really well for me. I like it. What else did I want to say? So you look at this, you might want to just do where are all the A's, so you can learn where the A's are, but I tried that and I got all mixed up. I don't want to learn where all the A's are right now. I want to start to learn patterns, so my brain is starting to remember locations. I look at this paper every night before I go to bed for about 15-20 minutes, and I just study it. I close my eyes. Half the time I fall asleep doing this, but I close my eyes and I say, what is the, like, what's the 2nd fret, 5th string? What is that? I try to remember it. If I can't, I open my eyes, I look at it. Sure, I can count it out. Don't trick yourself. Don't fool yourself into thinking, oh, I know what D is, so let me count D, D sharp, E, F. Don't do that. Try to say, this string, this fret, what is it? If you don't know it, open your eyes, look at the thing, remember it, close your eyes, go to the next note, but don't try to do this every good boy does fine thing. Don't come up with sayings and remember stuff to help you learn this, because you're not going to retain it. You're not going to be able to say, I know what note is on this string on this fret. Take the time. Yeah, it's probably going to take months. These people that are selling these website programs to teach you how to learn the fretboard, you know, you can't teach somebody how to learn the fretboard. They have to just sit there and spend the days and weeks and months until they just memorize it. And like I said, I've been doing this for months. I've gotten really serious in the last couple weeks, and I see major progression or major progress as I'm doing this. I think that's about it. What else did I want to say? Is there anything else? Probably not. But remember, there are only 7 notes that you need to learn per string right now, and that is your A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A. Where the heck is it? B, C, D, E, F, G. And there, you can use the C here, the C there. I went on to the 13th fret. The point is that you only need to learn 7 notes, which really isn't a lot until you start to do this. And yeah, it's a heck of a lot. So don't say, oh, well, I know where F is, so I know all the notes on the strings because F, then there's G, then there's A, then there's B. That's crap, because if I ask you, what is the note on this fret? You're not going to remember if you try to cheat yourself in learning and studying this stuff. So my best advice is take your time. Don't expect you're going to learn this overnight. Don't try to learn this by scales, because everyone that tries to do this crap by scales, yeah, they can do the scale and they can do the notes. They can do F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and then you say, what's this note? I don't remember. Let me start my scale and count it out. And that's where you're screwed. So, like I said in the beginning, a lot of players who've done this for 10, 20, 30 years don't know these notes. It's kind of cool to know them. I see down the line that maybe I'll be able to use this for something. I haven't taken lessons yet. I've been self-taught for 3 years, and now I'm starting to get serious into theory. I've got a bunch of theory videos on my page if you want to watch it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to learn all of the notes from the 1st to the 12th fret after I know all the notes very well. I don't want to just learn them a little. I want to be really good with knowing the locations. And after I know the notes, then I'm going to go and start with the music, trying to be able to read the music and play the notes by reading the music. And then after I get to that point of knowing the notes on the fretboard and being able to read the music, then I might take lessons, because if I go and take lessons, they're going to tell me to memorize this thing, and it's going to take me forever, and it's going to cost me $25 or $45 an hour for them to tell me to go home and do this. So don't be a moron. Just go home and do this on your own. Then you try to learn the notes on the music staff. That's going to take forever also. And anybody that plays guitar knows you learn something on guitar,